I just changed the oil in it, and then I noticed a couple of drops on the carport, so I thought it was this, but it's not this. Hello and welcome to Pop Pop's Fix-It Shop. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but if it's broke, bring it to Pop Pop. All right, so what we got going on here today, this is a 2022 Hyundai Palisade, and it has a slight oil leak. Let's crawl under there and let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to have to take off this oil pan shield. So it's several 10mm bolts, and we will take that down, and that's how you can access your oil filter, and it's easier to get to the drain plug. So let's take that down. I'll bring you under here with me and show you what I'm talking about, and show you where this oil leak's coming from. So we have ourselves a little light under here. Got my oil pan nearby. This vehicle has, it's used, has about 80,000 miles on it, and this has been into a time or two, so we're missing a few bolts. They have been lost by other individuals. Okay. So, all right, let me get the camera and bring you in closer. Okay, so now that we have the oil little drain pan thing cover removed, you can see on this oil filter housing that there's kind of a drip there. And I had noticed that before on a previous oil change, and I was just going to make sure that this was tight, and it was, and I think it says it on here somewhere. This is about 25 foot-pounds of torque. You don't want to get it too tight, because if you do, this is a composite material. It's plastic, and you could break it. But I do have myself a mark to kind of get me close every time, and it's tight. It's tight. So I just changed the oil in it, and then I noticed a couple of drops on the carport, so I thought it was this, but it's not this. If you kind of look around, you'll see, like right here, there's some fresh looking oil. So obviously, and it's wet right here on the pan, so obviously it's coming from higher up, and of course is going to its lowest point and dripping, which would make you think it's this. It is this in a way, but let me show you what it is. Okay, I've tried to get the light where it helps, but let's see here. You can see there's some fresh oil right there. So it's coming up, it's coming further up. What it is it's the seal between the housing, the filter housing, and the block. I can focus on that. It is in between here. And what causes it to leak, of course, it's got a lot of miles on it, but I've noticed, and several others on the internet have noticed, that when it's colder in the 20s, which we have had some 27-degree, 25-degree days, that it draws up, it shrinks, and allows it to leak a little bit. But anyways, it's time to replace that seal. So we're going to jack the vehicle up a little bit off this ramp, put a jack stand under it. We're going to take our wheel off. We're going to take the inner fender well lining off so we can get directly at it. And we will probably get to it between underneath and there, but it'll just be easier to get to it through here. You can see it right back there. It'd be easier to get to from here. Okay, hope you can hear me okay. It is raining really hard outside, but there were several black clips all throughout. So just take your time and find them all. These are 12 millimeter bolts. There's four of them. And they're supposed to be at 15 foot-pounds of torque. I'm not going to worry about checking them right now because that is, got to replace the seal, right? You know, they don't feel loose at all. I think the seal is just gone. So we're just going to take them off. Some oil will drain, but not all of it. My pan down below is going to catch it. I'm just going to break it loose with the ratchet and not an impact of any kind. Ooh, I'm sorry. Hit the camera. Not very tight. I mean tight, but not tight. I'm going to lay these down on the floor in an orientation that matches this, just in case they're at a different length. So far, they do not look like they're different. They're all looking the same. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, we're gonna take some brake clean on a rag and clean this up, this mating surface, clean it up really well. So that oil leak was just coming from this seal giving up, and it was just collecting and collecting here. It's very slight. In fact, it wouldn't even do it in the summer, just when it was really cold and there was enough contraction between the plastic and the aluminum block that it would allow a leak. Okay, here's the oil filter housing, and this is the seal that we're going to replace. It doesn't exactly look really good right there. And this is the one that we're going to replace it with. This will also work for a Kia Telluride with the 3.8. Get out of the package. And it's going to sit right in there. So take my pick. Okay, let's go put it back on the vehicle. Now that everything is snug, we're going to set our torque wrench to 15 foot-pounds, and then we're going to tighten them up. So that's 10. That should be 15, and we'll lock it in. It's 15. 15. 15. 15. Should be it. Probably goes without saying, but if you don't know, when you're done with your torque wrench, you should release all of the tension on it and wind it back down to 0. Okay, so now that we got our filter housing put on and it's torqued down, the 4 bolts are torqued down to 15 foot-pounds each, I think it's a good time to go ahead and crank the vehicle and monitor for leaks before I put everything back together. So I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, no leaks. So it's time to just reassemble everything and lower the vehicle. So if you took it all apart, surely you can put it back together. You don't want to watch me do all that. It's just going to be boring. Okay, we got everything all zipped up. We got our fender well all put back in, the plastic liner. We got the drain pan piece put back on, the tires put on, of course. So now we need to check the oil because we did lose a little, just a little, in that filter housing. And it's just a smidge, like a quarter of a quart. So I'm going to add that and call it a day. This little oil O-ring was only $24. And this could have potentially saved you, if you do it yourself, probably a $400 service department charge. So it's not too hard to do. I hope you learned something today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, want to help me grow this channel, hit the subscribe button. All right, thanks for watching.